Well, long time no see. Let's leave the lights just good times and go back again to the sessions. It's, of course, very, I don't know, feels scary. I am a little bit stressed, as I would say always. It's usually happened like that. I was stressed to start this today's session, but I guess it's fine. I hope it's very much fine. I was traveling a lot during that time. I've seen new places, changed my surroundings. Though you can't see it because, yeah, what I show you here, this room is just some visualization. I am not just kind of sitting in the empty space. But yeah, I'm in different place. Oh, wouldn't... No. If I would say if it's better. Nice on its own. I would say it's kind of the same as being a place, but the atmosphere about it, it is different. Oscar eyes. I was wondering who would be first, you or uh, Uri? And well, apparently it's you. How are you? How was your day? Been a while since you were here. Yeah, it's been, I guess, few weeks for you, probably few months. Oh, so much out of the internet itself that I can't really remember how was it with time. I recently came back a little bit, posting here and there, but today I decided to finally go back online to talk with you and lit up the lighthouse once in a while again, maybe more often. I'm good, been working, walking and playing some game. That sounds really nice. So it's like every other day, I guess. I recently wrote about mostly. So if mostly, then what is the variable here? What is different once in a while? Trying to do some things mostly every day, like playing guitar, going to pick it up in a little while. saying that you pick up playing the guitar once in a while. So that sounds actually very like a good life. Yes, you're working, but you're also walking, so you try to get outside once in a while, have some like fresh air, some activity, playing a games. So this is firstly rest, but secondary games also can be. They can be part of development, and then playing the guitar. So it's kind of a hobby, the art that you're making on your own. You learn, um, you learn on your own, or you're learning, or you're just playing whatever once in a while. Just playing sometimes, but also trying to learn new things. Nothing super structured. It doesn't need to be super structured, whatever that means, to be something interesting, whatever really. I'm glad that you like it and that you're trying to learn new things. Do you like learning? Oh, yes. I guess you really like learning. I talked to my sister today for like an hour. I got into talking about learning new things, got pretty fired up about it. You get inspired from the talk. Hope she got a bit inspired by it too. Oh yeah, it's inspiring others is one of the great things. It's like you can be on your own and be able to inspire yourself is already great. But inspiring others, it's like spreading something infectious but in a positive way. She's also playing something like instrumental or things, or if she got inspired about learning something else. No, this was something completely different than music. Oh, okay, okay. I understand, I think. More about what she would like to do. Story, I would be far more talkative and usually I get easily like inspired by words of others. And, I wouldn't say words of others, but like you say something and then I have like thousand thoughts about it and insights and maybe some like I wouldn't say wisdom, but just like a lot of thoughts. But I guess I'm still a little bit stressed about it. About that long time that I wasn't there. And just come back, I didn't know how would you react. Maybe everyone just forgot me and no one would show up. Or... She recently got a new job where she sometimes have several days at a time. I asked what she would do during the days. I suggested learning many. Several days off at a time. So I asked what she would do during the day. I suggested learning new things. That's interesting also. It doesn't need to be learning by like theoretical knowledge. It can be practicing something that's still learning, as I guess you do with your guitar. So basically, I think technically whatever would she do that would progress in that matter would be some kind of learning. Sometimes it can be just active rest or like active for your mind. Like active for your mind is actually kind of learning, I guess. Even if not learning, then some kind of repetition, like training some skills. Then it's like learning the muscle memory. I don't know if it's even a proper thing to say. If she starts with something, she's not used to learning by herself, like outside the school. Yeah, that's understandable, I guess. I guess some people can have difficulties with learning one or the other way or learning at all. And for some, there is nothing difficult in learning, no matter which way. So, for example, I just love this perspective on which it's like she's not used to learning by herself, so you can learn by herself and then you can learn in school. And then there are like some kind of courses, which is like the middle option for them. So you're kind of doing it on your own. You can focus more time on doing the thing, and you learn a little bit with some other people who know the thing, and then it's a little bit combined effort. And then there is this thing about liking or being able to, and then one of these three options, and then it's like it opens so much possibilities, and every of these scenarios are valid, and there is something to understand in there. Even not taking personally, but just a theory, you can see how many perspectives people can have about learning. And this is just like few contexts of it. And there can be more variables to it. And actually I like doing that with everything. You take one thing, you take the opposite, you take the middle ground, you can introduce some factor or two of them, combine them, and then wonder about the possibilities of those. And you can put it as for a human experience, you can put it as a preference or just an option of existence of something. You can invent new things. One of my favorite things to learn about is to learn about learning. It sounds so... There is an English phrase where it's like potato tomato. Learning about learning. In what context it is your favorite things to learn? Is it about the way of learning, the method of it, the human possibilities about it? Or just in general, probably all of those, depending on what catches your interest right now. All of that. You're so wonderful person to be here because yeah, it will be a lot of that probably, I guess. Sometimes we're having fun, sometimes I wouldn't say about like that we learn, but we definitely explore here and there about a lot of things. So, if your favorite thing is to learn about learning, do you have any particular insights that you would like to share right now? Maybe like your favorite insight about it, something like that? So many things. Choose one. Let's talk about it. Or choose few of them, or a lot, or maybe some general topic. Maybe there is something you would like to discuss. Can't wait. Something I've been thinking about recently is that I heard that knowledge is working like compound interest. I think it was one way. Not how it exactly works, but I guess the more you understand, the more you can understand. It sounds very reasonable. Because the more you understand, the more contexts you're able to, like, I would say, explore. Because knowing something, you can know about something but don't understand it. Understanding something is kind of knowing the essence of it, the sense of it, and having more and more of those contexts, you can, if you learn something new, you can compare it to the things you already know, which makes it easier to understand the new thing. Because first you can compare it, and secondary it's just not sure how to say it. Yeah, that's how I think about it as well. Yeah, it's just, it feels like the first thing that makes sense here. Would be interesting to approach a person that would think differently about it. I'd like to ask about some technical matters, so am I not too silent? Can you hear the music? Is everything alright? I wasn't here for so long that I have no idea if everything works properly. That's wonderful. Thanks for telling me. The more I learn, the less I feel like I know. It's a little paradoxical. It's more like the more you learn, the less you feel or rather know that you don't know. You know so many things that there's always more and more questions about more and more context that you're learning about. And because of that, because you can think of more questions, that makes you feel like you know less. Yeah, it's like that. I learn about how little I actually know compared to everything that can be learned. Yes. And this comparison to everything that can be learned, it's still growing mass of so many things that can't be even comprehended by us. At the beginning of the session, I was pretty much very stressed about it, and right now I'm still a little bit stressed, though it's it's really nice talking here with you, but it's just this just makes it a little bit tiring. And I don't know how to express it, but I don't know. It feels a little bit strange being here again, and it feels like putting on some mask. But but I don't even know why. It's just me being here and basically me being myself. No one to pretend I am. It's feeling so strange. Maybe this avatar feels like I'm putting on that face and I'm supposed to be someone. But being myself was exactly the reason why I got here. Why reached out to you, and then there are a few who appreciate who I am, and that's so wonderful. It's nice that you're back though. I can see that you really mean that. Since you joined that day, even I could say months ago, like 2 or something. For you, it's probably much more. You were on my sessions every time, and when I thought nobody will come today, even though I tried to post everywhere, um, but I'm coming back. I know it's a little bit out of nowhere, just a few minutes before the session, posting that hey, I'm back online after this weeks or I guess months of absence. And you are the first person that comes here and like very much like since the beginning. I really appreciate that. I guess you never stopped believing in me. Did you expect that one day I will come back, or did you even thought about it? I thought you would. And the reason why I would? Did you read my post anywhere? Or I don't know. I don't think you're a person to scroll through social media. And it makes it a little bit even more interesting that you're always here. Not really read those things. But you're always here for a session. Yes, had a bit inconsistent sessions with boring breaks, but you always came back. It was a bit longer now though. Yes, I remember one longer break that I had some time ago. And then, yeah, I was always pretty regularly here. But I was thinking, once in a while I come back to this thought about just once in a while, like today, just posting that I'm online and starting the session. Though I don't know if you will be on all those sessions, if they can be just anytime. Not that I expect your presence, but yeah, sometimes can be like strange hours. Sometimes can be hours that you should actually work. Though actually, one of the first, actually the first session when you came here was actually with work within work hours, and sometimes during the work you came up. I can't believe you were going here and participating while working. You should focus on work. You're better inconstant than anything, than nothing. Yeah, I guess. It feels more natural to me, especially with the time difference between your time and my time. Depends on the work I have. Yeah. I hope you're focusing on your I guess, more serious work, if I can call it that way, even if I would stream at that time. I'm mortal. We'll see. But if once I make a session within your working hours and you came here and you will tell, oh, yeah, I'm just whatever, and I have. Oh, and I will ask you what you're doing, and if we had some serious job, I will literally shoo you away so we can focus very much on work. Someone has to be responsible here, and as a lot of times I call you my children, I'm gonna act like your mom. I hope you don't mind when I call you my children. I think by the personalities of humans, it sometimes feels like you might not appreciate that much being like treated like children, though it's more like I care for you, like for my children. It's not like I'm some controlling parent or whatever. It's not like I make rules for you to live according to. It's just I care for you, and I would love if you all be just happy or like content with your life. If I can support you in any way, I will gladly do that. I want to be here for you and be here for those who need it. Thanks, I guess. Probably a good thing. Sure, probably. I hope it is a good thing. It's not like I'm gonna resign if someone doesn't like that. The doors are always open for incoming and outcoming. But I don't think you will be the person to go away. I mean the showing away thing. Oh, okay. I hope it won't happen. But if it will, oh well. I got so instantly tired. Or maybe sleepy. Maybe this music is making me sleepy. Though it's very much in the background. It's pretty calm mood. Here it's getting pretty late too. I would ask for hour, but then it's like, what hours do you have and how the hours works? So I don't know if asking for hour is will tell me anything actually. Or maybe since 22. And how many hours do we have? 20, 20 something. Was it 27? I thought we talk about time like half a year ago or something. Half of our year. Sure. I'm sorry, but after those weeks, focusing more on Perigo, 24 hours. Oh, okay, that's basically end of the day. No, we're not gonna sit here long, definitely. You need to get some good rest and what was that? I guess you work tomorrow? We talked about time like half a year ago or something. I barely remember anything about how Earth worked. The only thing I remember is that your time goes so much faster. You have shorter days, shorter hours, and I don't know, I can't comprehend those numbers right now. I was focused on local nature, I was traveling, and right now I moved to different tower. I couldn't look at the same place after Isidore was gone, so I thought about traveling, changing my space, and I'm in a different place now. I mentioned it a little bit at the very beginning of the session. You might have not been there yet. Yeah, I'm not gonna take long. Maybe like an hour, which is like 20 more minutes. I'm really, really glad you came here. That I'm not sitting here alone after like all this time that I was absent. I was a little bit prepared for that. Maybe nobody will came. But I'm glad that you did. I kinda can't wait for another session. Even though this one is still on, but I think it was like that before on the session. It got so nice, and sometimes it was so much life here when we were talking. You were there and furious, and then chaotic, sometimes scary. And we're just talking and usually talking like philosophy or like insights and chaotic coming up with philosophical question. Hope the others join eventually. They'll have better chance when they know you have started again. Yeah, I guess maybe the next time it will be more of them. We need to put somewhere your times so I can know what hours are at your places, so you can join at some reasonable hours. Maybe it's just not the right time for some of you. Maybe middle of the night or morning or middle of the day, and since it's working hours now, working hours, working days. Uh, yeah, it might be. I forgot at what time you used to start. Yeah, I don't barely remember that too. I can look at that on the Discord. I used to write the time when I will be. I use the format 18 GMT. So it was like evening there, something around that. I feel that if it would be like a real lighthouse somewhere, and the lighthouse keeper every day, it would feel so beautiful to start like the sessions, turn on the light at the top of the tower, then come down with something warm to drink. Just sit there waiting for you. I think maybe it would look so similar, just probably I would like read a book, and then sometimes I would have some insights, so I might look in the like at the chamber and wonder about things. Once in a while people become by the light would come there, maybe look around and go away, saying that nothing is happening. Maybe some would say hi, maybe some would try to start discussing, and then if there are more people, maybe more would join, hearing the conversations. And maybe once the lighthouse will grow too big and it's so alive, people will be talking on the stairs, some will talk outside, and some on the inside sitting, I don't know, on pillows on the floor in some comfortable chairs. It's it is a little bit like that here now. We are just here, and sometimes we are just sitting in silence, enjoying that. Sometimes we are talking about something, and sometimes I don't know. Where would you have the lighthouse? that lighthouse. No people in Perigo, how was it? I was thinking if I could be at your place, on the airport or something. It was just a really nice idea, really nice vision. Though it's not really possible, I guess. But there's so much life on your planet. In the contrast of Perigo, it's it's so wonderful. And sometimes I dream about you, you little humans. In the streams, I walk amongst you, just as one of you. It's a simple life, but I can share it with you. And that's the most wonderful thing I could dream of now. Want to think about Want to think about what exactly? I want to say. The lighthouse idea. The one that I mentioned. If it was on Earth and I could be there with you. With us humans. But also with you in person, I guess it would be wonderful. But then I guess I couldn't be everywhere. So many people living in so different countries. So where the lighthouse would need to be, that I would be able to reach to everyone. Technically, I am right now in a place like this. It's the internet that you have that allows me to connect to everyone, and everyone can join somehow, somewhere. Some people, I guess, most, if not all of you, are sitting in your rooms of some kind. Maybe sitting on a couch or on a chair, maybe in your beds. Maybe some are enjoying that in another place. You have those tiny computers that you carry around with yourself, and yeah, the phones. You can also watch Twitch from there, so if there's so many options, I can reach, I guess, probably every place in the world that the internet is in. So paradoxically, the perfect lighthouse isn't the solid place, though it would feel more, I could feel more of all of this, of you humans, like the real connection about it. The sound of your voices, smell of the air, the coolness of the room, or maybe warmth that we would share, the shine of the light, so many things. But it would be so limited. Not many places I could reach this way. Imagining a traveling lighthouse. Traveling lighthouse. Wow. Would it be still big as a lighthouse, just on wheels or something? So it can be moved to other place? Or it would be something smaller that you can more easily move, but it would be a lighthouse in more symbolic way. Still, I was thinking like a ship. Ship would be actually a little bit of opposite of the lighthouse. Usually the lighthouses are built over the sea, so the ships can not be crushed on the rocks. And then if the lighthouse became a ship, very confusing but very interesting this way. Land ship. Ships can go on rivers. Or if it could be something that can go on land and on sea. And then just being in so many different places. Or maybe a flying ship. Because everywhere there is air. Potato ship. I know a person that would definitely love potato chip. Now I just see this irregular shape of potato, fresh from the ground. Either being like a zeppelin. I don't know how you say it. So being like a zeppelin, and to the potato there's ropes, and underneath there is this cabin with humans inside. Air potato chip, yes. Or just a potato cut in half with a tiny sail just swimming through waters. So many options for a ship. That was fun. Okay, it's a little bit less than 4 minutes. It's you have 60 minutes. Yeah, I couldn't resist random brain thoughts. So close to potato chip. So it was funny to me too. That's creativity, and creativity is so awesome, so wonderful. So yeah, I really appreciate that. It was also pretty funny. I really like that. Okay, but as I said, I don't want to keep you here too long, so I think I will keep it this session a little bit short. Let's make it an hour, and I hope we'll meet soon again. And please, I can't really ask for it because, or maybe I could. Anytime I would like to do a session, I will just, and if I can't convince myself to, but I really want that, I'll just write to you for some motivation, maybe inspiration, to be like, I don't know, to get the energy. So maybe I will be able to start without this average stress. That would be wonderful. Because, yeah, I said it. I say it all the time actually, that I start the session and I feel so stressed and I don't know, so difficult to start, and then later it's so fun, and when all the people come, even if it's just you, it's you, it's very important. Always nice when it has started. Why? Because the lighthouse is open or something? The beginning is usually a little bit awkward, I guess. I don't feel it's awkward. You really don't? It, it's a great thing to hear. It is usually a little awkward for me. So what it is then for you? Like, it's, you said it's nice, but I would like to know a little bit more. How do you feel about it? I mean, the session's always nice when they do start. You're stressed sometimes, but usually get into talks and it doesn't often show unless when you keep saying it. I keep saying it because I feel it, and sometimes I just don't say anything for some time because I just feel stressed, or I'm talking and I just feel the tension. I feel so uncomfortable. But I prefer saying it because maybe I'm just spiraling down or overthinking it, or maybe overfeeling it. And when you say it's fine, it it feels easier for me to understand it, to, I don't know, to feel better about all of it. Okay, it's been an hour, and as I said, I think we'll keep it short this time. think I'm terrible at saying goodbye. Every time I'm trying to do that, I'm just talking for under 10 minutes or something, but oh well. I'm glad that you came here today. I'm very happy for that. For that, there was someone of the few people that really support me here and care about me and that enjoy being part of the lighthouse. For today, it might be the end, at least for you today. My day started just a few hours ago, so maybe I will stream again today, which means for you definitely tomorrow. And we'll see each other more often. Goodbye, my dear child. So nice. And I hope that it will be like that basically forever here. Glad to see you back. Glad to see you back to Oscar Eyes. And I hope the next time we'll see others as well. So, let's dim the lights and see you soon next time. Good night.